Hi friends, welcome to Daily Current Affairs Quiz Discussion. Guys, today we will discuss top 5 questions from the current affairs from 7th of June. Guys, let us see the first question. Guys, the first question I have framed on the topic of Biparjoy cyclone. Biparjoy cyclone. You can see here there was a news item that cyclonic storm has developed over Arabian Sea and that can make a landfall in Pakistan or Oman. Guys, let us see the question, and I will not only discuss the question, I will give you some concepts which will help you in your general studies preparation also. Guys, let us see the question. With respect to the cyclone in India, consider the following. Guys, the first statement says statement 1. In comparison to Bay of Bengal, less number of cyclones develop in Arabian Sea. Second statement says that Arabian Sea is relatively cooler than Bay of Bengal and also lack constant fresh water inflow. Guys, options are statement 1 and statement 2 are correct, and statement 2 is correct explanation of statement 1. Guys, if you see among Bay of Bengal and Arabian Sea, okay, Bay of Bengal get more number of cyclone than the Arabian Sea. One of the main reason is Bay of Bengal has high temperature, high sea surface temperature. Guys, more temperature leads to more water vapor, leads to more intensity and frequency of cyclones. Second reason is that Bay of Bengal receives fresh water from rivers like Brahmaputra and Ganga, and because there is constant flux of this fresh water, what happens, the mixing of warm water on the surface and the cold water at the below does not happen, and therefore this region is more prone to cyclone formation. On the other hand, if you see this region, which is Arabian Sea region, does not have the temperature as in the Bay of Bengal, and it also does not have fresh river water coming into it. So there is a mixing of the warm water, which is the sea surface water, and the bottom cold water, and because of that mixing, the sea surface temperature reduces, and therefore it is not prone to cyclone formation. So guys, the answer is option A. This very important question. You see how I am framing question in the new pattern. Okay guys, now it is very essential that you start practicing question in the new format. It is very essential because now UPSC is changing the pattern, and if you do not change with the pattern, obviously you will not be able to compete. Let us see the second question. So this is the explanation, answer A, explanation. You can go through this explanation. Okay, I will just wait for 1 minute. Okay, you can just go through it. Next, let us see the next question, guys. The next section is on GE cotton, genetically engineered cotton. Okay, so 3 states have refused NOC for the field trials of genetically engineered cotton. Okay, these states are Telangana, Gujarat. Okay, you can see here. Let us see here question. The question is from the previous year question. Okay, ball guard 1 and ball guard 2 technologies are mentioned in the context of clonal propagation of crop plants, developing genetically modified crop plants, producing plant growth substances, production of biofertilizers. Guys, answer to this question is option B. Answer to this question is option B. Ball guard 1 and ball guard 2 technology is for BT cotton. Guys, the answer to the question is what? BT cotton, option B. Option B is the correct answer. You can go through the explanation. Guys, you can also solve these questions on the website www.optimizeias.com. Let us go to the next question, guys. The next question is a very important question from environment. Do not just single out coal. Guys, there is a lot of negotiation going at the international level for phasing out coal. But countries like India are dependent on coal. A major portion of their energy is coming from coal. In that context, I framed a question. Consider the following. You can see here sulfur dioxide, particulate matter, oxides of nitrogen, and mercury. How many of the above are pollutants released by the coal-based thermal power plant? Guys, answer to this question is all 4. Answer to this question is all 4. Guys, coal-based thermal power plant are much like they are very much polluting, dangerous for the environment, because they release various kinds of pollutants like sulfur dioxide, nitrogen oxide, mercury, and particulate matter. This mercury is very important. Many people might not know mercury is also released by these thermal power plants. And guys, it has been proven that in many areas around the thermal power plant, many aquatic plants have accumulated, bioaccumulation of mercury has been seen. So this bioaccumulation and biomagnification, I hope you know this concept. Guys, whenever something does not biodegrade on its own, it starts accumulating in the species which consumed it. That is called bioaccumulation. And when it rises in the food chain, it is called biomagnification. Let us see the next question. So the answer is option D. Here particulate matter is very, very important. Let us see next question. The term phase out and phase down debated at COP26 are related to which of the following? Guys, phase out and phase down is related to what? Coal. This is very, very important. You should definitely read more on this topic. Guys, at COP26, India was in favor of phase down rather than phasing out, because countries like India, which depend on coal as a primary source of energy, they cannot afford to phase out coal. On the other hand, developed countries, they are pressurizing countries like India and other developing countries to phase out coal. So there is a debate between phase out and phase down. Definitely you should read about it. This is very important for the prelims examination. Guys, next let us see here. So answer is B. The term phase out of coal would mean putting a complete stop on coal, whereas phase down means that proportion of coal in the total energy should reduce. India is in favor of phase down, not phase out. Last question, you can see Iran unveils hypersonic missile. So I have framed last question on hypersonic missile. This year also, you see UPSC has asked one question on missiles. So UPSC is fond of asking questions on missiles. So let us see this question. Recently, Iran unveiled a hypersonic missile named Fatah. In this context, consider the following. Hypersonic missiles are projectiles that can move at a speed at least of Mach 5, which is 5 times the speed of sound. Here you see at least. So it can go beyond this Mach 5 speed. 5 times the speed of sound. This is very important. These missiles are difficult to intercept with any existing air defense system in the world. So although you see the word any is there, which is an extreme word, but this is a correct statement, because these missiles, because of their high speed and maneuverability, they are difficult to detect and intercept by the present technology. Guys, here you should know which countries are doing, like they have already developed hypersonic missiles. So the examples are Russia, then USA, then China, and now we have Iran also. This is very, very important. Definitely you should read this topic in detail. Hypersonic missiles is going to be a very important topic for the next year's prelims. So guys, I hope you like this discussion. Please do like it. And guys, I will try to be regular in the last 2-3 days, because of some issue I was not able to make, but I am going to make all those 2-3 days which I have missed. I am going to make those videos. You can watch them. And although I have not made videos on last 2-3 days, but it is there in my website. You can go and you can solve them. Let me just show you guys. So here the answer is what? Here the answer is C. Both are correct. Here the answer is C. Both are correct. So guys, you can see here, you can go to my website. And in my website, you can go to the free initiative. Under free initiative, there is PPP. All the PPPs are there. You can practice for free these daily questions from here. Also, you can go through this blog, How I Predicted Prelims 2023. Guys, this year I predicted around 60 questions in the prelims examination. Please do read this blog. You will understand how UPSC thinks and how we can predict questions of UPSC prelims. Guys, one more thing I would like to tell you is that I have started a prelims test series for 2024 in the new pattern. Let me again repeat, in the new pattern. Guys, it is very important for you to practice questions in the new pattern. You see, the PPP questions I am framing in the new pattern. You can see here. You can see this question. Okay, you can see these questions. These questions are in new pattern. You see this question. Okay, then you see this question. See this question. So these questions are in new pattern. It is very important that you start practicing questions in the new pattern. So the first test is on this Sunday. The test will be held in new pattern. Guys, please start attempting tests from the very beginning of the year. How you have to do is that the strategy should be, you should give yourself some weekly target, and once you complete that weekly target, then you should assess yourself through this Lakshya test. We are starting with the NCERT test. Okay, you have to assess yourself. Once you assess yourself, you will understand how far you have grasped the subject, and if required, you should again read that subject and then move on to the next subject. Most students, what mistake they do is that they start very end, like in the month of January, February, and at that time, even if they get to know what is their weakness, there is no time to improve. But if you start very early, you can take course correction in the midway also. So guys, please do consider solving questions of Lakshya test series. The first test is on this coming Sunday. The tests are in the new pattern. Let me repeat again, the new pattern. So guys, please do consider liking this video, and if you have some suggestions about these discussions, I would like to hear from you. And guys, again I tell you, all the last 3 PPPs are there on the website. I will try to make videos also on them. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care.